Hello to my beautiful fire sign friends and family. Welcome to your intuitive energy forecast for the spring or fall, depending on which side of the world you are on for 2021. My name's Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment now to hit that subscribe button and then the little notification bell. That simple act of engagement greatly helps my expansion and the ability to reach those who are meant to connect with me. So I thank you for that. I've been guided here just a few days away from the equinox. I'm just wanting to see if I put the time. I didn't put the time. It's the 17th now of March 2021, and we will be welcoming the spring equinox here in the northern hemisphere on the 20th of March, this coming Saturday. And I believe it's midday. I'm not exactly sure, but you can check for your area. So the intention of these messages is to support you and give you some guidance of the energetic themes that you are going to be working on and through to support your expansion throughout the spring, to support this energy of new growth. And we have the equinox. Did I say solstice? I think I did. We have the equinox on the 20th, and then a week after that we have our full moon in Libra, which really feels like this is going to be for all of us a beautiful time of balance and coming into harmony from deep within our human experience, within our DNA is what they're saying. So thank you so much for being here. If you would like to work with me through the month of March, I am offering soul messages for $88, intuitive chakra checkups, $88, and a new offering called the Elemental Soul for $111. So if you're interested in those, you can find information in the comments down below. So we are going to start off with Aries, and we will be connecting with the sign of Aries at 2:33. Okay, so I'm just marking this down so I can do some timestamps on these videos. 2:33. Okay, so some love from Mother Gaia for my Aries friends and family. Taking a nice deep breath. Aries. And this feels like your healing theme, Aries. Actually, there felt like two there. Okay, perfect. So the first one that came out is the grief, the loss card, number 20. And it says loss, grief, sadness, and resurrection. And what I'm really feeling here for you, Aries, and this is your season of rebirth, is this need to let go of the pain that you have been holding on, and really know that through the process of letting go, this moves you onto solid ground. I'm hearing solid footing. This is about the high priestess, the medicine woman, the medicine man of light within each of you to rise. Time in nature is going to be greatly supportive for you during this process, because there feels like for you, Aries, there is this need for a release. And I am really strongly feeling, I'm hearing blood moon. I don't know if we have any this year. This will be my hint to go and look into that. But I do feel that this healing for you is really around the family wound, is what they're saying. And so working with the energetics of the next 3 months, whatever is maybe coming our way, and particularly as connected to the galactics, the stars, and the sun and the moon, I really feel that this is a time for you to move through the residual pain of the wound so that you can be reborn anew. And it's through that inner journey, it is through that dark night of the soul energy, if you will, you are coming through to the other side. It's assured here with the resurrection energy. It's like you were born to rise, and it doesn't matter how many times you may feel like you've been taken down or out. Your role in this lifetime is to continue to rise, and with each rise, shine brighter than before. The next card you've got here is number 40, the yin and yang card, and it says creating harmony through balance. And this is perfect because we had the 20 and then we had the 40. So it feels like this 3-month cycle really offers you an opportunity to expand, like doubly expand. And it is all about your willingness and courage to go deeper within your experience. This is a time of transformation, and transformation is not easy. It's not a piece of cake, is what I'm hearing, and yet it's absolutely a necessary component, a necessary step that you are being asked to take. Prayer, meditation, making sure you're getting enough rest and nourishing yourself, and lots of time in nature. Lots of time in nature. So let's tune in with Archangel Michael and see what message he has for you, Aries. And I really feel like he brings a message of strength. Yes, he does. He brings the message of eternity, and it's number 45, the immortal present. And what this is saying to you, Aries, is that past, present, and future all merge within this current now moment. Everything lives right here in this moment. It's a number 44, so this really does speak about you stepping onto your master path through the acceptance and acknowledgement of your emotions, the depth of your emotional body. The depth of, as deep as your wound is as wide as the expansion that is available to you. And it's really important for you to remember that you are an eternal soul, and you agreed to incarnate at this particular moment in humanity's evolution, Gaia's evolution, to support the shift. And it's a big shift, and we can see it here. And the shift is really guided. The overriding energy of this shift is unconditional love. So make sure that you are offering that to yourself. 44 always has me strongly feeling the presence of angels. So you are guided, and many angels walk with you on a daily basis. Talk to them, engage with them, call them in to support your journey, to support your healing deeper within. Call on them to help you to face the wound that you have been holding on, and know that everything that you do here and now is in service to your eternal soul. So let's get some love from your higher self, a message of love from your higher self for spring. You are gifted, incredibly gifted, and I'm really drawn, and they're by two different creators, these decks, and this is actually one I haven't worked with in a while. It's called The Return of Spirit by Cheryl Harnish. And look at this. As you move through the emotions and the depth of the wound, it really allows you, I feel like it guides you home to your gift. And your gift is opened and presented to you in the package of unconditional love. You are brilliant. You are highly psychic and intuitive. And I feel like, Aries, this feels like 2021 is really birthing a whole new world for you. And it's really going to be about your courageousness, the courage of heart, the courage to believe in yourself, and to know that every day is a fresh start. This is looking really and feeling really good for you. And as you tune in, the gifts, in fact, bring you to this beautiful PowerPoint in your development. And it is all based on, so this is from the Flower of Life. So this is the beautiful flower that you have received. And the card is belief. Your gifts expand in direct relation to your belief in yourself, to your belief in your gifts. and your ability to manifest those gifts. It says here, a belief is a thought you think so many times over that you eventually hold it to be true. It is something you have been practicing for a long time, and it will always feel like the most familiar path to take. If your life is pleasing, stay with this. If your life is not pleasing, it is time to change your thoughts, thus changing your beliefs. Today, you may like to say to yourself, I am not limited by my past or future thinking. I choose my thoughts with care and mindfulness. I regularly have new insights and discover new ways of seeing my world. I am willing to change and grow. And I'm going to share that with you one more time because it really does speak of this idea that all is present now, past, present, and future is within this eternal now. So here's your affirmation, Aries. I am not limited by my past or future thinking. I choose my thoughts with care and mindfulness. I regularly have new insights and discover new ways of seeing my world. I am willing to change and grow. And you know what? The seed that grows into the biggest, most bountiful tree is the seed of willingness. So your crystal for this season, Aries, is the fluorite. And I'm really guided to the shape of this fluorite, and it really feels like the womb space. So creating from in this womb space, really creating this sense of stability. I'm hearing fertility and really working with fluorite to amplify your psychic gifts, your abilities, your intuition, your ability to connect with your angelic team. And remember, the number one thing that your angels require of you is for you to ask for their assistance, and they will be there like that in a heartbeat. They are there for you, Aries. So, Aries, spring 2021 sounds like a really opportune time for you. I trust that you will be able to harness the opportunities as you restore balance and harmony into your life experience. So thank you, Aries. And now we are moving on to Leo. Aries, drop me a line down below and let me know how your messages felt for you. And now we are on to Libra. So welcome, Libra, to your spring 2021 intuitive energy forecast. No, not Libra. Sorry, Leo. Jeez. Leo, my moon, Leo. So let's see your love and support from Mother Gaia, Leo, spring 2020. This is your time to get into that Zen garden. I'm hearing it's time to tend to your garden, Leo. Luna? No. The cat's laying here nice and quietly, and the dog wants his spot, and she wants to play. So she's being silly. And so I feel like this is a part of the message for you, Leo. It's like all work and no play, and all play and no... Luna, enough, please. Thank you. And all play and no work really makes for a difficult way to birth your dreams. Okay, this is a number 38, so it's an 11. Leo, you are here on a path of mastery. You are here as a master of light, and you incarnated at this time to support the rise, as we all did. And this is going to be a recurring theme through 2021 and beyond, is that we are all important seeds. We all have important roles to play in the rise of humanity, in the rise of the consciousness of humanity. And the rise really takes place through that inner journey, that inner sanctuary. So for you, Leo, it feels like spring is about tending to your garden. Are there weeds overgrown in the mind? Are you stuck in this repetitive mind chatter and clutter? And if so, then perhaps it's time to gently weed that garden. And you may really have to reach in, and it may require some effort because some of these weeds, as any of you who are gardeners know, weeds are fast growing and they can get in there and they can wreak havoc in a garden in a very short period of time, overtake it. And this is what I feel for you. Don't allow your mind to be overtaken by the experience that lies outside of yourself, and begin to recognize your role and responsibility within the eternal present, within the eternal now moment. Because this is a time of new beginnings. This is a time of creating that which you would like to see. Look at this. You've got the same number twice. It's showing up two different ways. Here we have 29, which is an 11 again. This is about healing. And it is about, I feel like it is mental healing. I feel like the mental confusion, the mental clutter, the is really having a detrimental impact on your experience, Leo, because it feels like it feels at this point in time like the ego has been driving, and you're just along for the ride, and it feels like this spring is the opportunity for you to switch, and you are spirit driven, and you are not here to be controlled by the mind or mind controlled. And if you're feeling very anxious, disillusioned, all of this stuff, it's really an opportunity. This is where your healing happens, in the inner sanctuary, the garden within, creating some Zen space in your home, like a little Zen garden, an altar, these kind of things, because this is a huge opportunity for your healing. And your healing is through the recognition of your truth and the energy, the essence of you, which is unconditional love. Don't allow your thoughts and emotions to get the best of you. Okay? So let's see what your higher self has to say to you, Leo. I do feel a lot of healing, emotional healing, because it feels to me that the mental body took over, because you didn't, at that point, you didn't feel ready to deal with the emotional stuff. And then you got the shifting card. This is from your higher self. Things are shifting for you. It is a shift out of the mind into the heart. And when in the heart, then we're able to take a look at all of the trinity of body systems that make up our experience in being human: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, and really bring them into balance. And they come into balance through this. It's a gift. It is a gift of the gift of spring, is what they're saying to me, the gift of rebirth. And the gift of rebirth, all around it is this beautiful healing energy, anchored and feeling your intimate connection and support through and to Mother Earth. Like, you are here to rise above the trauma and the hurt and the lies, right? The lies. And it's the lies that you have been told, as well as the lies you have told, whether only to yourself simply by holding back on sharing truth, or in fact actually vocalize these lies or perpetuated these lies through unconscious action. Now is a time for consciousness. Consciousness in action is what they're saying to me, Leo. So let's get a flower of life message for you. I really like this spring energy for you, Leo. It does feel like there is this great surprise, is what they're saying to me. And this is your card, and look at that. That looks like fresh new leaves in spring, right? New life. I'm hearing the fragility of it, the fragility of life. And why it's so important for us to nurture gentleness, for us to, yes, nurture and practice gentleness. and really practice pausing and observing the um, the circumstances and situations from that inner sanctuary, from that space of peace. And this card talks about crafting. Gaze at your loving hands. How will you create and craft your life? Look at your feet and feel them on the ground. Now close your eyes and imagine that you see the earth from the perspective of space. How wondrous and beautiful it is. Green, blue, white, light, and dark. Infinite, endless stories being played out upon the earth. Be aware of yourself on earth, playing out and creating your stories. Now see all of this through the eyes of your higher consciousness. See the whole big picture from the perspective of space. Gently move closer and closer toward the earth. Feel yourself landing on earth and plant your feet on the ground. Intend that from this moment on, you will no longer feel bullied by life. Instead, you will create and craft your unique path. And I'm really hearing for you, Leo, it's no longer being bullied by your mind, right? Because your mind puts your ego in overdrive, okay? So your crystal for the month is Angel Light. And so this does, I am feeling that your truth is revealed to you through your connection through your roots. So your connection to Mother Earth through the soles of your feet as well as your root chakra. I'm also feeling that this is supporting the throat chakra in order, it feels like expanded communication, and I'm feeling I'm being guided back to the first two cards here on the Master's Path with your higher self. So working with Angelite, if you have it this month, and really, again, it does speak of the presence of angels and the angels wanting to communicate with you. And perhaps you can work with Angelite, with this healing angel, to bring the blessing and the gifts of this spring season through for you. So Leo, I trust that those messages resonate and support you in any now moment you're receiving them. Let me know in the comments below how your message felt to you. Happy spring. Okay, and so now we are moving on to Sagittarius. You know, I don't really know many Sagittariuses in my life. I can't think of one off the top. Oh, maybe some younger folks. Oh, okay. I feel that one wants to come out for you, Sagittarius, and one more, the top one they're saying. Okay, and these are beautiful. First of all, my most favorite card in the deck, and in fact, this deck says it is the most powerful card in the deck, which is Gaia, number 5, and she resonates and vibrates at the same frequency as this universal year, 2021, that we're in. This card speaks about spiritual wisdom and innate gifts, inner knowing, and I feel like for you this spring season, Sagittarius, it's really about reestablishing your connection to Pachamama, Mama Earth. Um, you know, making your connection to the natural world that supports you. And I'm reaching over here because I want to go and touch that tree. So I feel like because as you can see, she is represented as this beautiful tree. And what I'm really guided to this time, I've never been guided to on this card before, is the purity of the alignment, and I'm hearing the purity of the spine. So I feel for you, Sagittarius, your body's really talking to you at this time, and it's really encouraging you to make some really supportive changes, and yet I'm feeling and hearing gradual changes as you begin to open up. It's like the bud, you know, the new buds that are going to be on the trees soon. Tight little bud, you know, is it time yet? Is it time yet to open? And then slowly they begin to open. And I feel like this is what's happening with you, Sagittarius. As you begin to honor, that's what I'm hearing, honor and recognize your gifts, your inner knowing, because then you've got the hidden gift card, and this is a number 9. This talks about a cycle completing, wrapping up, and really welcoming in this new beginning through the recognition of who and what you truly are, and making the changes that support this, really beautiful expansion, which is through the purity of your heart, and finding new ways to share your gifts, finding new ways, creative ways to share your wisdom and your knowing, and yet doing so gently. This card speaks of sadness, an ending, and a new beginning. And it's really important for us to note over and over and over again in this human experience is that loss and loss and sadness are a part of life. And yet we are not here to be consumed and overwhelmed and swept away by the depth of our emotion. And oftentimes it is the depth of our emotion, the expansiveness of our grief or sadness, that really gives birth to this abundant new beginning. And the continuation of love is what I'm hearing. And it's all about the self-directed or the soul-directed journey that guides us through our heart, that guides us through, um, you know, the journey of grief. And know that with each ending really truly does support abundant new beginnings. And yet, in order for the new beginning to be born, we must be willing to release and let go of um, what has come, and what is no longer present, because at the end of the day, spirit is always present within each breath. And if there is a feeling in your life of loss of loved ones, having lost so much and so many, I really feel that this message is coming back to you, that you have plenty of support all around you. There's plenty of love guiding and supporting you, and this is an opportunity for you to open up to that. And then you get the abundance mandala, prosperity, number 37. So you get the 9, and then you get the 10. This is a new beginning, which is really based on, your own personal healing journey, and your willingness to move through the discomfort, your willingness to move beyond the grief, the pain, the agonizing journey of being human. It's through the acceptance of it all that you begin to, I am hearing, find your footing again, um, reestablish connection with your roots, bringing through your own divine truth and living that and sharing that. And that's the beauty about the spiritual journey and being human, is that there is no right or wrong way to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a journey of love, and it is a journey of remembrance for each of us to reestablish connection with our higher self, with our multi-dimensional self. And we haven't really, up until this point in time on the planet, been taught that from outside of us. So it is the process and the journey that we take within. Your higher self is encouraging you to write, particularly where you're feeling confused. And they keep taking me back to this card, the Gaia card, taking your journal, your notebook and your pen out to nature and actually writing. And perhaps it's a call and answer type of thing. You ask a question, you pose a question, and then you wait for that answer to be received from within. And it will happen automatically. I do feel that a part of your gifts are sharing your gifts through the written word. And your ability to communicate through the written word, what they're saying to me, actually helps you to assimilate and process everything that has been, everything that is coming. This process of writing is a really, it's an expansive one for you and keeps things moving, because otherwise it feels very stagnant for you, Sagittarius, like you're just stuck, not moving, not writing. I'm just seeing a little child sort of throwing a temper tantrum, stomping feet. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. Then this is your flower of life message. And what I'm noticing here on this card is there's a mist over everything. I just heard Avalon. So for some of you, your wisdom is directly flowing from the Isle of Avalon and this really magical maiden mother crone, beautiful divine feminine and masculine in harmony and balance working together. I feel like this card is representing the mist clearing, the mist clearing from your eyes so that you have this clearer perspective, this greater ability to see beyond what the human eyes can see. And this card is called Time. And remember, when it comes to spirit, when it comes to, spirit into matter, we exist beyond time and space. And so time is always divine. So if you're here and you are catching this message and it's 2025, I trust that it's the perfect moment that you are connecting with this message, because wisdom from spirit, from source, exists, is timeless. And it's eternal. So it says, Sagittarius, you are a ray of light and love beyond time and space. When you choose to focus your attention upon the earth plane, you created a physical body to experience manifestation, and you created time. Time is a way to measure manifestations so you can fully appreciate the experience of the physical. In oneness, you are a ray of light. Awaken to your fullness. Keep going back to this. Awaken to your fullness, to all of you, and no longer be limited by your perception that you are in dense form only. You are light immersed into creation, free to move through all planes of existence to a stillness of no time. In this moment, in any moment, close your eyes and breathe. Allow all of you to be here in this moment. Feel yourself in no time, just this moment leading you to the next, a chain, a link that contains all you need to move you to the next moment. In this place, time becomes flexible. It pulses, collapses, and expands, and all occurs simultaneously. In this elastic state, new concepts, ideas, inventions, and alterations are readily available to you. Open your heart, feel the love of all. From this moment, no longer will you make fear. Instead, you will make love in each moment, and time will incrementally show you many manifestations of that love. Ah, beautiful. Your crystal for the spring is sunstone. And this is, lots of planes going by all of a sudden, Sag. This is sunstone. Really supports the solar plexus chakra in clearing and opening up, really in alignment with spring and the energy of, the longer days, the longer hours of sunshine in each day. This does really feel like, I feel like it's giving you this burst of courage, if you will, to go forth and live your dreams, to smash through the illusions. And that sounds a little, violent perhaps, but they're just saying like to break through, break free of the illusions of this, and particularly of the illusion of time. You exist beyond time and space. You are an eternal soul here having a temporary human experience. So you may as well buckle up, let loose, breathe deep, and enjoy the ride. So, my beautiful fire signs, I trust your messages resonated with and support you through this abundantly blessed season of rebirth. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. Drop me a line down below. Let me know how your messages felt to you. Hit the thumbs up button. And if you feel so guided, please do share. And to all of you who continue to support my work through donations, through your comments, all of that kind of stuff, thank you so much for caring. I see you. I feel you. I love and appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy planting.